Question 6, which values are included in the solution set of this inequality? 2x squared minus 1 is greater than 6x. First off, there's a really good example on slide 22 of your tutorial. I encourage you to look at that if I lose you on any of these steps. So our first step is we want to put this in standard form. So we want to move all of our terms on one side so that this problem is ax squared plus bx plus c, in this case, is greater than 0. So that just means we need to move the 6x to the other side of this problem. Think about it. If 6x is positive on the right-hand side, when we move it to the left side, it's going to become negative. And notice we just want to put it in the right order. So the x squared comes first, then the x term, and then the negative 1. The right side is cleared out to become 0. All we did really was subtract 6x from both sides there. Okay, our next step is we want to factor this. But instead of factoring this one, I think an easier way, because we haven't really talked a ton about factoring polynomials where the lead coefficient is greater than 1. So I do want you to practice solving this one by working it backwards, especially since it's multiple choice. So the first answer choice, -4, this is trickier than it seems. Everywhere you see an x, replace it with a parenthesis -4. So I'm going to type this in, and I would encourage using a graphing calculator for this. It's too easy to make a mistake, even though the numbers aren't giant. Easy to make a mistake. So we get 55, and is 55 greater than 0? Yeah. And now we're going to replace the answer choice x with +3. A shortcut is if you hit second enter on one of these graphing calculators, we can just type over, we have to hit the delete button to delete the negative symbol. But then we put in just a +3. Delete the negative symbol, change it to +3. We end up getting -1. -1 is not greater than 0. So this will not be an answer choice. Check +1. So here I'm just going to type over the 3 with the +1. And we get -5. Is -5 greater than 0? No. Let's check it 2 more times. This time we're going to replace +1 with 5. This time we've got a winner. We get 19, and 19 is greater than 0. So this answer choice works. And then finally, we're going to type in -2 for x. May have to retype in the parentheses. They get typed over. And again, we get +19. So we have 3 answer choices that work for this problem. Factoring is a way that we'll talk more about factoring in a later unit. So we could have factored this one and gotten that answer, but ultimately this way is much, much quicker. Even if you are really good at factoring, this way is quicker because you would have had to do this anyway. You would have had to check those answers.